Hello everyone, and this is a real estate movement program in SENVANG investment channel. Today we will present the latest information of the real estate market. I'm Huy Chu, and to start the program, let's review the main highlight of the real estate market in February. Tourism recovery leverage for the resort market. Savvy experts in Vietnam mentioned that the freedom of commuting had helped the domestic market to heat up again. Along with that, the opening of international routes in March will be a good opportunity to Vietnamese tourism market. Vietnamese Savvy's company said that after 2 years of freezing, the tourism industry had been recently showing many positive signs of recovery, especially when there is an order to ease the social distancing from October 2021. However, the recovery of the tourism industry becomes most obvious when entering the early day of 2022. According to the National Administration of Tourism, the 9 days of 2022 Lunar New Year's holiday welcomed and served 6.1 million domestic tourists and earned an estimated revenue of more than 25 trillion Vietnam dong. Many real estate investors are heading back to the central region. Based on the overview of Đà Nẵng Quảng Nam real estate market in 2021 by DKRA Vietnam Joint Stock Company, in 2021, the resort real estate segment in the regional real estate market continued declining. However, the market of the townhouse, villas, and land spot continued to have a positive movement. This is considered a signal for 2022. It is forecasted that the market can recover in segments such as apartment, townhouse, villas, and resort real estate. Based on the actual research, Mr. Võ Hồng Thắng, head of R&D department of DKRA Vietnam, said that after a quiet period due to the impact of the COVID-19 epidemic from the end of 2021 to the beginning of 2022, there are some signs showing that the beginning a new period appeared in the real estate market of Huế, Đà Nẵng, Quảng Nam. Many investors across the country are turning to the central region, and Dr. Architect Ngô Việt Nam Son said that converging many similar conditions in terms of geography, tourism potential, transport infrastructure, Huế, Đà Nẵng, Quảng Nam has ability to resonate value, creating a new development driving force for the whole region with the formation of linked urban cluster. In particular, Đà Nẵng is positioned as a destination for luxury real estate and resort real estate. Intense competition in industrial real estate. According to the CR and HHI indexes, the structure of the real estate market in the south and the north has great similarities, but the competition in the south is extremely high. Specifically, the northern market has a CR1 index below 10%, while the CR3 index in addition is nearly 3 times lower than the threshold of 65%. The CR5 index is only approximate 22%. This indicator shows that the northern industrial real estate market has no industrial zone with a dominant position in terms of the area size in the market. Meanwhile, the southern region is having very high level of competition. The largest industrial park, Nam Can Industrial Park, also accounts for less than 10% of the supply in the market, while the top 3 industrial parks account for about 10% and the top 5 accounted for 20%. Therefore, the Department of the Competition and the Consumer Protection assess that the industrial real estate market in the south is extremely competitive. There is no business dominating the market, and the market share is distributed fairly evenly between the industrial zones. Currently, the southern region has about 400 industrial zones planned, with a total area of up to 109,000 hectares. This is the area hardest hit by the COVID-19 in the third quarter of 2021. Attracting investment to this area is also difficult because the production activities are halted by the epidemic. Foreign investors identify Vietnam as a key real estate market in the Asia-Pacific region. According to the Mr. TRIයෙන්, Vietnam is booming real estate market in Southeast Asia with a lot of growth potential with the long term compared to the other Asian countries. After 2 years of being affected by the pandemic, the reopening of markets and loosening of the borders are creating a wave of investment in Vietnam. Many investors in the Asia-Pacific region look forward to come back and investing in Vietnam. They trust the economic development plan launched by the government of Vietnam, as well as the rescue packages and stimulus. After the Tết holiday this year, foreign capital poured into Vietnam has been 3 to 4 times higher than the same period last year. One of the biggest deals of the Viva Land buying a part of Capitol Palace building in Hanoi, similar before the epidemic, was the acquisition of the Combo building. There will be the even deal in the near future. Foreign money poured into real estate increasingly sharp. According to the data released by the Foreign Investment Agency, the Ministry of Planning and Investment from the beginning of the year to February 20, the total foreign investment into Vietnam, including registered capital, new adjusted capital, and capital contribution to buy shares purchase of contributed capital reached nearly $5 billion, equal to 91.5% over the same period in 2021. Total newly registered FDI capital from the beginning of the year to February 20, 2022 reached $631.8 million, with 180 projects granted investment registration certificates, down 80.9% in total capital, but up to 45.2% of projects over the same period in 2021. The 4-minute glimpse of 10 plots of land is taking the trick to warm up the market. On February 22, the representative of the People's Committee of Local Commune said that the gathering to buy and sell land in the locality has happened in the recent months. The Commune People's Committee proposed people down to supervise on weekend. When the local government came in to handle, many people ran away. About the viral clips, it's just 4 minutes and more than 10 plots of land were deposited by customers. The People's Committee of Local Commune said it was just a staging. According to Mr. Trần Quang Vinh, chairman of Local People's Committee, this land is not a commercial housing project. The announcement that the land is a housing project is false information. Local does not have the housing project or a residential project. There is no legal basis for the sale of the project land. Vietnam people have the highest demand for real estate ownership in the region. According to the report Vietnam Real Estate Consumer Sentiment in 2022, first published by the website bất.xanh.com.vn this morning, the demand for real estate ownership of Vietnamese people is very high, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. People with higher incomes have more real estate. Assessing the domestic real estate market, 52% of people surveyed felt that the prices were too high, but 72% said that there was need to buy and real estate prices had decreased due to COVID-19. 89% expect that the real estate prices to continue to increase in the next 5 years. This is also the reason that many Vietnamese people tend to invest in real estate. The survey also shows that 80% in the participants own at least one real estate. Residential purposes account for the majority, 70%. The rest is for investment and other purposes. People with income from 20 to 40 million Vietnam dong per month own at least one real estate. If you have an income of 7 to 100 million Vietnam dong per month, then 2 or more real estate accounting for 73% of the surveyed income over 100 million Vietnam dong per month, you usually own 3 or more properties on average. The surveys show that the real estate demand of Vietnam people is always high. After the COVID-19 pandemic, it increased by 60 to 300%. The number of respondents intends to buy primary real estate houses around where they live. 56% own 1 to 2 years and 3 out of 4 intend to buy more once they own the property. Industrial urban area in Bac Giang receives $1 billion of investment. A memorandum of understanding on investment cooperation between Capital Land Development and the People's Committee of Bac Giang Province has just been signed with the goal of promoting the development of the first urban industrial logistic project in Vietnam, with a total committed investment value of $1 billion. The cooperation agreement will set the direction for the CLD's first urban industrial logistic project in Vietnam. The project of eco-industrial park, modern logistic area, and a smart urban area with a scale of over 400 hectares, including urban area project along Sông Câu and neighboring industrial logistic zone in Viet Yên district, will be a synergistic factor in the information of flexible supply chain network for the Northern Key Economic Region. The project is expected to create job opportunities of more than 20,000 local workers, making an important contribution to improve the lives of people in Bac Giang Province. The whole project and construction work are design-oriented according to the LEED certificates of the U.S. Green Building Council. These certifications will reinforce CLD's efforts in creating sustainable living spaces and contribute to reduce carbon emissions. The project will focus on sustainability and resilience to climate change to create a green space serving the community here, including about 10 hectares of wetlands. Rainwater will be stored, treated and recycled to improve efficiently resource extraction. At the same time, smart water meters are also deployed in the application to encourage communities and tenants to use water sparingly. In order to reduce carbon emissions, the project will integrate solar panels and green transport development, in which minimum of 40% of sidewalks and dedicated bike lanes are covered by shade. Outdoor electric vehicle charging points will also be equipped throughout the project. Many new policies on the real estate and construction. At the moment, many decrees guiding the implementation of amendment and supplement to business support mechanism, administrative sections related to real estate and construction have come into force, which are expected to be effective, remove difficulties to help the market recover. Compulsory application of contract form in real estate business. On January 6, 2022, Deputy Prime Minister Lê Văn Thanh signed and promulgated Decree number 02/2022 NDCP, effective from March 1st, 2022, detailing the implementation of the number of articles of the law. Real estate business, including content of conditions of organizations and individuals doing real estate business. Type of real estate business model contract. Transfer lease purchase contract for existing houses and construction works. Transfer the contract for sale, purchase and lease purchase of houses to be formed in the future. Procedure for transferring all the parts of the real estate project. Decree number 2 with many innovative points will positively affect the operation of the real estate market, which clearly and more detailed regulation on the number of conditions as well as investor responsibilities when participating in business investment, such as officially abolishing the regulation on legal capital for real estate business, adding regulation on the level of equity of real estate projects based on the scale of land use, not less than 20% of the total investment capital. In project using less than 20 hectares of land, 15% of the total investment capital in project using land for 20 hectares or more, as well as how to determine this level of equity. Decree number 15, 2022 NDCP stipulating tax exemption and reduction policies according to Resolution number 43, 2022 QH15 of the National Assembly on Fiscal and Monetary Policies to support the Economic Recovery and Development Program effective from February 1st, 2022. It's expected to reduce the value tax with a total amount of 49,400 billion Vietnam dong and 2,000 billion Vietnam dong, minus expenses for support and sponsorship for business and organizations for activities to prevent the control of COVID-19 epidemic. Accordingly, the real estate investment and business enterprise in the group of goods and services are entitled to the tax reduction from 10 to 8%. Decree number 16, 2022 NDCP effective from January 28, 2022, stipulating penalties for the administrative violations in constructions, in which the real estate business sector increased the maximum fine of 1 billion Vietnam dong with the number of violations for the investor related to the transfer of the whole or part of the project in violation of the order and procedures. Mobilize capital improperly, handling over houses and construction works to customers when the investment in housing constructions or constructions has not been completed or work just put into operation and used when the connection with the general infrastructure of this area is not yet guaranteed. The last information ended the February 2022 real estate program. Thank you for your attention. Please like and subscribe to be able to update the latest information from us. Goodbye and see you again in the next program of the SENVANG Investment Channel. Have a nice working week.